So Nintendo are no stranger when it comes to motion controls. They've tried it with the Power Glove, they've tried it with the Wii, they've tried it with the Switch, and they've all had different kind of levels of success. Now, there's one thing that I want to talk about today very specifically because it's a peripheral for my favourite console that adds motion controls, and this is the Tilt Pak for the N64, and it is still brand new. So what we're going to do is, we're going to open this thing up, do an unboxing, and test the thing out. We'll see how we get on. But before we get started, please think about liking, subscribing, commenting, all that good stuff. And let's see what this wee thing's all about. First things first, let's clean up this desk a wee bit. That's better. Now, so the Tilt Pak for the N64. Now, one thing I loved about the N64 and kind of consoles of this generation, they tried a load of different things. Now, the N64 had loads of different types of accessories. It had the 64DD, which is one of the most famous ones. It had the Wide Boy, which was an unlicensed Game Boy player. It had the Game Boy Hunter, which was also an unlicensed Game Boy player. And they had, you know, the rumble packs. They had like a biosensor, like a wee heartbeat sensor thing that you put on the tip of your finger when you were playing Tetris AO games. But the Tilt Pak was something I only kind of came across there recently enough. And there was a local guy who was selling this, and I just wanted to buy it because I'm obviously collecting all things N64. But this is basically a motion controller for the N64. This particular one, this has built-in rumble. So basically you plug it in, set it up, and there's a rumble feature where you can turn it off and on. It does all run on two AAA batteries, and the tilt can be turned off and on as you go. And basically the tilt, it just replaces the analog stick, and I think overall it does a very good job. The rumble is nice and strong, so when you've got unboxed, it basically just looks like a rumble pack. This is the main sensor that goes underneath the controller, and then this wee dongle goes between the controller and in between the console, and once it's all plugged in, you're basically good to go for there. So I was going to try with Mario 64, but I couldn't find it, so I already had Mario 64 Builder on my Pico cart, so I thought, you know what, I'll just try this. And I'm not going to lie, this was actually really, really fun. It's just a new way to play an old console. Like, obviously they've tried it before with the they've done it with the Wii, they've done it with the Power Glove. Like, they have different, you know, haptic inputs like the light guns and stuff like that. And you know, when I was it's hard to say, but like, you know, when you're playing an old console and then you find a new way to play it, that's kind of what this was. It was just interesting. But here, this is the rumble switch, so it's off, it's kind of light, or it's a heavy rumble. So obviously I went for the heavy rumble. So there's a set button as well, so you can set kind of sensitivities, and you can change it so it's up is down and down is up and all that stuff. But in fairness, before I even kind of had to set anything, I did find it very responsive. It was, you know, it was almost kind of second nature. Now, I am the best at racing games, but like it did feel kind of natural. Like, there was nothing, you know, when you think like maybe all tech, you think maybe you'd have to like swing it about the place so it reads, but not like it read it well enough. And as you can see here, I'm absolutely killing Diddy Kong Racing. Now, this was just something I wanted to try. So with the Pico cart that I had in a previous video, this is an input test where basically it just tests the sticks of your controller. And I wanted to see how it done with the Wide Boy with the Tilt Pak, that's what it's called. And as you can see there, it's I'm kind of checking the stick to see how we get on, and then checking the Tilt Pak in comparison. And I've got to say, it does take a bit of getting used to, but I did find it very responsive. And again, kind of looking about here in Duke Nukem, it did kind of all come second nature after a while. But guys, I'm going to stop rambling now because I've really got nothing else to say. I am thoroughly enjoying this Tilt Pak. It's going to be considered maybe one of my challenge controllers. I need to try Resident Evil 2 actually, see how it got me that. But if you like this sort of thing, guys, please think about liking, subscribing, commenting, all that fun stuff. And if you can think of any other cool N64 accessories, please let me know down below. But that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.